the guy that called some arm wrestling shit, or you didn't?
All I do is run away to straps.
Really?
Yeah, it's not really arm wrestling anymore.
It's not easy.
This is the guy tomorrow to watch out for.
Yeah, the fat guy.
Fat guy.
Yeah, fat guy.
100 kilo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, boys and girls? My name is Tobias Cornelius. I'm here today at Strength Meffa on Fefor in Vinstra. Here today with the guest of honor, the WAL.
WAL something.
WAL something.
Something.
Yeah. The arm wrestling icon, no limits, Devon Larratt. What's up, Levin?
Hey, Levin. Did you hear that? Easy to get
I
confused.
think
Levin.
we can
Devin.
cut that shit out.
No, it's okay. I'm like, Levon and I are like very hard to tell apart.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, you have the same technique style. Yeah.
Same strength level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Devon, this is your 5th time
Yes.
being to Vinstra?
Yeah.
Yeah. What makes you come back year after year recently? What?
I love this place. I mean, if you just take a look at this, I mean, I feel like this right here where we are, the place where we always do the after party, just such a cool place. This whole hotel, like you called it a strength mecca, and it is. I mean, Anna Greta is so cool. Anna Greta is the owner of Fefor. She loves strength, and she goes out of her way to take care of the strength community. It's not just the arm wrestlers. Everybody who knows Fefor, it's strongman, powerlifting. There's so many records that have been set here. So many great things in strength have happened right here. And it's because of her. You know, she takes care of us. Like, do you ever eat this good?
No, never.
We just got finished supper.
Yeah, it's great. It's the best meal I ever had.
The food is fantastic. The people are accommodating.
Yeah, the accommodations are great.
Anytime you're in Scandinavia, you know,
Yeah.
around that Viking power, right?
Yeah.
Just feel enriching.
Yeah, and the view though. The hotel on top of the mountains.
Yeah.
So beautiful up here.
If I was like an outdoor skier, if I was like one of those people, this would be my paradise also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. If I was one of those healthy guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll be like back down in like 90 kilo.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. And then you'll be out there skiing.
Yeah, probably. Then breaking my legs. Then I have to do something crazy like doing some arm wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this place.
Yeah. Do you have a good year, Devon?
I had a great year. Yeah. Since last time you guys saw me, I've been undefeated in my 3 big matches that I've had, and geez, I've had a busy year.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, well, since I was here last, I went to, like, basically from here last year, I went to Australia, did a tour, went to Malaysia, WL season kicked off, I pulled Todd Hutchings, I pulled Dave Chafee, I pulled Wagner Bortolotto, went to Germany, Brazil, Taiwan, USA, Israel. I feel like I'm missing some places. Like it's been really good. Yeah.
So you've been all over and pulling everyone.
It's been like a whirlwind of holding hands.
Oh, that's
great. Like I fly from one place to another just to get back in the hook, you know, with somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. So you have been training a lot as well?
Yeah. You know, I kind of wanted to break it up into a few chunks. I thought season's done with Wagner. I really, like, in that Wagner match was the culmination of my entire season. I was the biggest and the strongest I've ever been in my life. Afterwards, I was just so happy that I didn't have to eat every hour.
That's awesome.
And I wanted to work on my technique, and I wanted to continue to develop the technical side of what I do. So that was the first thing I wanted to do with the off season. So that's me traveling, arm wrestling, just seeing as much as I can, meeting new people, and now that the season is approaching, I'm starting to eat more. I'm gonna slow down I'm gonna try to slow down my travel. It's so much fun.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Yeah, I'll try and slow down a bit, but I have to start getting ready now because we're less than 3 months away from WL 601. So that means it's time to get massive and get in fighting shape to So that means I don't need to worry so much about table time and just work on my lifts.
All right.
Yeah.
So during this time before the new WAL series,
Yeah.
how is your training routine? How does it look like?
Well-
and do you have any tips for maybe some of the newbies out there that want to try arm wrestling? What should they do? What shouldn't they do?
Yeah, sure.
But for starters, how's your routine?
For me, I mean, the thing that really changes is the thing that I try to control is my rest. Okay, so
Right.
it's important that I rest more if I want to get to those levels of strength that are really needed to win in the super heavyweight division. You have to give your body the rest that it needs so that you can train as hard as you need to train. So that's the main thing. When I'm early on in the off season, I don't rest as much. I do more. I stay busier. I'd say rules to follow for newcomers is the first thing is be safe and be patient. And I think that as an arm wrestler, your whole life you follow those rules. Be safe and be patient, and you're going to ensure that you you keep progressing. Don't stay too far away from an arm wrestling table. So let that be your guide. Let that be your teacher. Arm wrestle with people more experienced than you that can tell you if you're doing something crazy. But when you're off the table, it's all on the wrist, cupping, pronation. If you're sore, high reps. If you're not sore, lift heavy.
How important are your teammates to pull with? Are you only relying on the weight training, or do you rely more on your teammates for helping you to develop your cup training, your pronation, your subination, side pressure?
Yeah, so I mean, in the gym I got a multi-spinner, I got a belt, I got a cuppinator, I got thick grips. In the arm wrestling gym, I got a Justin Major, a Jeff Slater, a Don Smith, a John Mill. Your teammates are your equipment, okay, and they're the real deal, right? The more good training partners that you have, the better you're going to be as an arm wrestler. The more hands you touch, the more comfortable you are, the better you're going to be as an arm wrestler. That's the key ingredient to the Cosmic Punch. As I'm touching hands, the world is my training partner. Right?
Great answer. I love that answer. Totally love it. So, only 3 months left.
Yeah.
What is your predictions? What is your vision about the WAL? Where are you heading?
So I have, I've made it known that, I feel like if I go back in time to like 2008 to like 2013-ish, I really do believe that I was the #1 arm wrestler in the world during that period. However, since that time, I've never been able to say that. I think I've done well in my division. So there was a time when I pulled 225, and I think I did really well. And I think I could argue that I was not too bad at that weight. But there's a big difference between being the best you can in a weight category and the best in the world.
Yeah.
In end of the season, 2017, I was like, okay, I'm diving back in the deep end, and I'm going to try to just touch that crown, that heavy. I'm trying to touch that super heavyweight crown one more time, and it's hard. It's really hard to do. I don't think it can be like it was when I was young. Like, I don't think I can touch it and hold it. I don't know, but I think I can maybe touch it.
Yeah, just keep it a little bit.
Just, like it's like, in Lord of the Rings when the guy gets the ring one time and then after that he's screwed. He's like, the rest of his life he spends chasing. I feel like that a little bit right now. Like I want that ring, man. I want that ring,
Great
back.
comparison. Love that one. Love that one.
It can make you crazy.
Yeah, so the hammer makes you crazy.
Yeah, man. The hammer makes me crazy. So who doesn't? Does the hammer make you crazy?
Yeah, the hammer gives you power. I mean, just look at Thor.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like so for me to really say that I'm that, the first step is me being the guy in North America.
And who was that guy?
The guy right now is Michael Todd.
The guy right now is Michael Todd.
It is.
Monster Michael Todd.
Yeah, he's the guy. He's got the hammer. Anybody who doesn't have him #1 in North America is completely delusional. He's the guy until he gets beaten. So that's my #1 priority, is beating Michael Todd.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people say, oh, why don't you pull guys in the East? Why don't you guys pull Europeans? And for me, there's no real point in me pulling a European. I'd love to, but there's no real point in me doing it so much other than for fun, unless I'm really the guy. So that's the one. And then if, in a perfect world, I do beat Michael, the next stop would be a very good European. A very good European to get me closer to that Eastern pinnacle. And I think that, I think it's Gennady Kvikvinia. Gennady's not in the PAL, so he'll probably be easier to get a match with than a lot of the top athletes, like Vitaly or obviously Levon. So in a perfect world, I beat Michael, I beat Gennady.
That's it.
That's a great year already. If I could do that, that's a great year. And then the thing is I know how the WAL season works. I know how the top 8 season works. And then after that, if I'd accomplished those two things, it would make sense for me to face one of those guys who's like right at the top of the Eastern world. Yeah. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll lose everything and I'll go back down to 225 and I'll be like, yeah, those ships have sailed, but I'm holding on to that and I'm really going to push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Devon Larratt that is sitting here right now, how long away are you from making this dream happen?
Well, I feel like it's already happening.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
You're feeling that you're on the move
Yes.
constantly.
Yeah, I feel like I set this dream in motion in 2017. You know, so far I have been climbing. Last year was a tremendous year. I beat Dave Chafee, which for me was a humongous match for so many reasons. That's really my biggest achievement of 2019. But this year, yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not like, oh, in 2 weeks I'm going to pull Michael. Like,
It's been a long-term relationship
Yeah.
with this goal. Yeah.
we should see it unfold, I think, within a few months.
It was so close.
I think so. I imagine there's a lot of contract negotiations and everything that have to get drilled down, but I think that, you know, it would be hard to say that that Michael and I aren't number 1 and number 2. It would be hard to say that. You know, there's some guys on the fringes of the sport that, you know, can have an argument there, but yeah, unify North America.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about the young Devon Larratt.
John? Oh, the young Devon Larratt.
The young, not the old one.
Man, he's been gone for such a long time.
Yeah, he is. If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube, watch Rise of Devon Larratt.
It's
You
so
see the
long
first
ago.
clip. It's an amazing match where he's doing a long match in the top row. I don't know who you're pulling, but it looks great. From that young guy who had some kind of dream. What happened to make that guy the famous Devon Larratt? What happened?
A lot of luck.
A lot of luck.
A lot of luck and the modern age of YouTube and social media.
Is it really that simple for anyone to become a big celebrity?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, there is certainly a large degree of luck. I can only tell you what I do, and then I do believe luck plays a portion, but I think the reason that I've been successful is I just chose to live my life a certain way. I fell in love with strength. I fell in love with arm wrestling. And I really did everything I could to really make that my life, just to chase what I love to do, just to chase getting stronger, developing in this certain way, in this sport. And I think that people have been able to identify with it, just broadly just following their dreams, and somehow that message has been transmitted through arm wrestling. So, yeah, it's cool. Like, our sport's gotten so much bigger.
Yeah, it's awesome to watch.
Yeah.
Especially a lot of thanks to YouTube that has made this sport grow so much. I don't know how many newcomers I have to my club in Gothenburg who just comes to arm wrestling, want to do some pulling. I've been just watching YouTube, been seeing you amongst everyone else, Michael Todd, Michael Yellow, every one of those names.
Yeah.
And they just want to try it out.
Yeah.
So thanks to all of you guys, our sport is growing, especially amongst the youngsters.
Well, thanks to
Very
you,
good.
thanks to Kriega, thanks to SATV. Right,
That's
here we
right.
are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong, but your grandma taught you to arm wrestle,
Yes,
did she?
she did. That's the first person who arm wrestled.
That sounds like a very cool woman.
She was cool, yeah. My grandma was wife to a business guy out in Alberta, and the rumor has it that she basically would run the farm, and she was a champion arm wrestler.
She was a champion arm wrestler.
Yeah, she apparently was the toughest woman out on the oil rigs. And yeah, she used to come and visit and let me get in there with her and just grind when I was a little kid. Loved it. And really, I mean, that has just grown. So, you know, it's never stopped growing. Arm wrestling's a great sport. It's a great sport. It's like there's a fight inside all of us. Everybody has a fight inside, and we need to be able to express it. But fighting is something that we use for survival for the most part. And to express it, a lot of times it can hurt people. Arm wrestling's like the safest and coolest way we can get it out. You know,
Yeah.
we can go at each other, hard fight, learn new ways to fight, and no concussions.
No concussions.
No,
Yeah.
no spinal.
Yeah, that's all.
We can walk.
Yeah.
You know, and you can do it your whole life. So I love the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually totally agree with you. I don't know if anyone out there cares, but I totally agree with you with this inner conflict situation. Because when I was a little boy, I had a lot of anger inside, a lot of anger, and it came out of totally wrong people. You know, it affected my my studies in school. It affected my relationship to my family, to my friends. Arm wrestling saved my life, and I'm pretty sure. I'm betting money on it that arm wrestling has saved lots of lives.
Sports in general saves lives, and arm wrestling is a beautiful sport.
Yeah, arm wrestling is beautiful, so beautiful.